welcome to Smash Writing. In the last 2 weeks, we did Edgar Allan Poe
We
theme,
suffered.
and now next 2 weeks,
We get to rejoice.
because we're actually talking about something that we both generally like, and that is Dragon Ball Z, Super, whatever.
We're talking about Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Universe. How about that? And first up,
You gotta tell me why you chose this one.
okay. So first off, we are reviewing Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Broly.
To answer your question, why did I chose?
You could have gone with Battle of the Gods and then we worked through the next 4 movies. You could have gone with the superhero, the newest one.
So
Why'd you go with Broly?
So
Because you have that shirt.
No, I wore the shirt for this episode. No, I went with this one because I generally did like the Broly character.
I like the character, just his story is dumb.
I liked, when I thought the concept of Broly being the legendary Super Saiyan was just always a good touch to the Saiyan history. And I watched the first films of the Dragon Ball Z, which are non-canon because they never fit into the timelines, whatever. And I know, from that point on, so when I was thinking about this, we always try to get an anime film in our schedule. I was like, let's jump into this one because as much as I like Broly and watched the previous Dragon Ball Z films, I never got to watch this one.
You picked the one that Audi reviewed. 1 out of 4.
Well, then we'll add the other ones out onto the schedule throughout the time as well. But for now, I wanted to watch this one. I wanted to review it, and I'm glad we.
Well, I mean, we are doing Battle of the Gods in August, so.
Yeah. So, let's get to it. This is a simple story. There's nothing really to it.
It starts with we see Broly as a baby. He's been put in with the elite babies, and that upsets King Vegeta because this kid shouldn't be here. Then he realizes how strong this kid is. He's like, okay, let's get rid of this kid. And they pretty much put him on this abandoned planet, Vampa. And his dad, Pegasus, rushes out there to try to save him, but he destroys his ship in the process, and they get stranded on Vampa. Then we see Planet Vegeta being killed again. We didn't really need that, but we know. And then we jump to 40-some-odd years later to present day. And Goku and Vegeta are training and everything. And Bulma comes out to tell them that, some Frieza guy just tried breaking in here to steal a Dragon Ball from me. You guys are going for the Dragon Balls because on the radar they have, 5 or 6 of them already?
Yeah.
So while they're going to find out what's going on, we see that Broly and Pegasus have been rescued from Vampa by Chile of the Frieza Force and taken to Frieza. And Frieza's like, let's take you back home then. You have a problem with Vegeta? So do I. Let's take you guys here. And that's where everyone meets. Words are said. Fighting begins. The fight starts with Vegeta and Broly. And he puts Broly on his back foot for a while, and especially when he goes in Super Saiyan, because Pegasus is like, I had no idea this was a thing. I thought that was a story. But he pushes, as the fight commences, Broly's getting stronger and stronger. He's matching Vegeta. Vegeta's got his Super Saiyan God. I love the animation of him going Super Saiyan God, how smooth that transformation was.
Yeah.
But eventually he puts Vegeta on his back foot, and Goku tags in kind of deal. And we see him go, and he's put Broly on his back foot, but Broly's getting that energy, and Broly's building and building and building. And when he meets up with that God energy, and Broly goes full Berserker Broly. But at the same time, because Pegasus has been using a shot caller kind of deal to keep Broly in line, to keep that power level down and manageable. But Chile's like, no, you're not shocking him anymore, because she's built a friendship with Broly. And she swipes the control off of him. And with no way to get Broly back in line, though, Broly goes insane. Takes out Pegasus, I believe.
No.
And then
Frieza
kills Pegasus to unlock the Super Saiyan transformation in Broly. I got the movies mixed up. But
that's what actually puts him in
insane,
full. Yeah, he goes off the top.
But because the Super Saiyan and the legendary Super Saiyan as it is, he goes off the top. And they pretty much leave Frieza with Broly. Like, Frieza, you handle this, and they disappear.
Yeah, they're like, here you go.
And Frieza proceeds to just get pummeled and thrown around by Broly. But they disappear to do the fusion dance. They have to kind of show Vegeta, and Vegeta does not want it. But he's going to do it anyway.
Real quick, it drew it, and I actually blinked because, like, when they brought up Vegeta not knowing the dance, I totally forgot that when Vegeta and Goku fused in DBZ,
It was Katara.
it was from that. So I was like, it took me because when I was originally watching, I'm like, you know the dance, and then I'm like, wait, no.
I mean, he learns it in Fusion Reborn or something like that.
Yeah,
It did take me a moment 'cause I forgot it was Gogeta and not Vegeta.
yeah,
But they create Gogeta. And they go back to finish his fight with Broly, because at that point Broly's trying to fight Whis. He's hitting nothing but air. I love that little sequence. When Whis is kind of like laughing, like, oh, you! Because Whis could take him, but he's not going to interfere at all, so he's just dodging.
yeah.
And Gogeta shows up, the big fight begins. I love this fight. This fight is fantastic. It is gorgeous. It is amazing. The choreograph, the animation is wonderful. It's when you like break space and time and just go into like a random place. You just hear Gogeta going, like, what the hell? But eventually it becomes too much for Broly, and they're about to kill Broly with the final Kamehameha. But Chele, in the last ditch effort kind of deal, I think it's one flaw with this movie, she awakens Shenron with the Dragon Balls, and she sends them all, Broly, back to Vampa. She steals Frieza's ship and goes to take off, and she's flying away, and Frieza goes to kill them because he didn't get his wish. Just he wanted to be 5 centimeters tall.
Oh, not immortality. No, that's a thing of DBZ and
Yeah.
past.
Well,
This was he just wanted to be
he
taller.
wants to be taller.
Just wants to be taller. And then, and the crazy part is, like, even his henchman makes a note. He's like, "Won't you just go back to your stage 2?"
Yeah.
And then he's like, "No, because I won't be full power." Like he wants his power and his height, but he don't want to be like 6'7" in the stage 2.
No, that's because in Golden Form he's only like 5'2".
Yeah. So he just wants to be 5'5".
The Saiyans are very short. But doing the Frieza's even shorter.
That is true.
Like Goku's the tallest at 5'11". Well, not counting Broly.
Well, Raditz and Nappa's tall as well.
Yeah. The main core, I guess, Vegeta,
Yeah.
Goku. I forgot. Like, Raditz is 90% hair.
No, he stands.
Raditz is hair.
He stands over Goku.
Shave him down, and he's about 4'2".
No, that doesn't make sense.
Anyway, the movie ends with Chile and Broly and the other guy, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
And Goku just appears. He's like, I brought you some stuff. And it's the first time where he introduces himself as Kakarot. And that's when the movie ends.
Yeah, Goku has always been the one who he knows what the Saiyan race did,
Yeah.
and he's never really proud to admit that he.
Well, that's like that. It's the fact that he is Goku, he's not Kakarot. That
Yeah,
he never knew himself as Kakarot.
Yeah.
That was only a Vegeta thing.
And honestly, only Vegeta knows that it's Kakarot because of time on planet Vegeta. But Goku is more Goku than Kakarot because if you look at his whole life,
Yeah.
he was only Kakarot for
Until he hit his head on the ground.
yeah. So now talking about this movie, one, I do like how they give a more detailed story of.
You mean the fact that Broly's actually a human being and not enraged by baby crying?
Yeah. So that's the first part. Second part, I love that they give him an arc where they could bring him back
Yeah.
if needed.
They kept him canon so he can always. We need that Kale versus Broly fight.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun fight to watch.
Another thing I like about this film is really showing more in depth of Goku's family. It seems like in DBZ.
Oh,
like,
they really. I'm tired of them retconning his family, though.
What do you mean? Yeah.
When they first introduced his dad. Oh, I'm drawing a blank.
Braddock.
Bardock.
Bardock.
Bardock is a mean piece of work. He's not a good dude. But it's been over time where Toei has continuously changed him into being a good father figure, kind of deal, and good husband. Like, he was never that originally.
No, not at all. That part, like, it's a hit and miss for me. Depends on how you want to look at it. But I did like the introduction of his mother.
Yeah, well, I think we've seen Dean before.
I don't think
Not
so.
to this extent, but I think we've seen at least an image of Dean before.
Maybe. You might have to look that up for
Well,
me.
the one we haven't met is Vegeta's mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't even reference her.
No. They barely reference Vegeta's younger brother.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
The forgotten one. They introduced Kaba to replace him.
Yeah. But so anyway, so I did like the more detailed the family side of things. I did enjoy giving Brawley,
Like character. He's more human.
yeah,
Which I really like. I like the fact that he's like this torn figure. He's overburdened by power and it weighs on him all the time.
and he's still loyal to his dad. Because like even when they're talking smack about his dad, he's like, "That's not nice. That is my father." Still.
Yeah, because it's the only person he's ever known.
Yeah, and when you look at Pegasus too, of how he was controlling him, you kind of got to understand why he was doing it.
Ah, no.
He goes berserk and kills everything.
That Caulifla does just fine with Cal.
I think in any Dragon Ball show, film, whatever, you're always going to praise the action.
Yeah. Oh, this action is gorgeous.
You're always going to praise the graphics. So I don't think that is anything that we really need to talk about because
We gotta talk about this. The Gogeta and Broly fight, that was incredible. Incredibly done. Even though they'll start with just Vegeta and Broly, though, was a lot of fun to watch.
yeah, and
This action smooth and crisp, and just like Broly just putting people in the mountains and flinging Frieza around like he's nothing.
this is Vegeta in
Golden form, we've already seen how powerful these are. 'Cause this is after the Tournament of Power, and you really got to see just how strong these characters really are. And then Broly comes in like it's nothing.
yeah.
We need the real movie. I don't need superhero. I don't need anything more. I want a 2-hour movie about what Beerus and Bulla were doing.
There is while we're going through these months of Dragon Ball stuff, there is one movie that's on my mind that I want us to do. You know it, the only live action.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Not Evolution.
we have to.
Oh,
Not now.
No.
But
There's a scene where he kicks a fly into someone's mouth. Don't make me do that.
anyway, we're ending on a good note here. Grade for this film.
Oh, S. God tier. This was movie of the year in 2019 for me.
You know what? I'm going with I guess I would say S2.
Yeah.
I have it as 100%.
This was fantastic. Well done, top to bottom. Oh, the only con I had for it was how did Chili know what to do with the Dragon Balls?
There was never.
I
Unless
don't even think she knew. I just think someone did mention that the dragons can.
no,
grant
she
wishes.
captured one of the henchmen,
Yeah.
and they told her.
Did she tell them what to do with them though? I mean,
Yeah,
just
because they
told them-
repeated the lines to her. So yeah, she got the information from the henchmen. So that even closes that gap real quick. I always loved the Dragon Ball universe, and the
I
next-
love most of the Dragon Ball universe. Let's not, because there are some real issues with the Dragon Ball universe.
GT.
No, there are some good parts of GT.
That is true.
That's Super Saiyan 4 is fantastic. I want to see that come in Super.
Yeah, I wanted, and they say GT's not canon, but we can.
We can rewrite GT. We can get rid
Real
of everything else. Get rid of all the other bad parts.
Next week, we are going to go hardcore and talk about our top 10 favorite Dragon Ball fights.
That's not going to be difficult at all.
No!
As it might have been easier to rank our favorite characters than the favorite fights.
It's really going to be.
Dude, we can just make a Dragon Ball month.
really, yeah.
We could. There's Battle of the Gods, there's Resurrection F, there's Superhero, the fights, the characters.
Evolution.
We could. Evolution would fill out that 6th slot.
But until next week.
Bye-bye!